Okay, so this is Bortman by Rscar. Looks
He
pretty.
will follow you now, by the way.
Lovely. Some ask, is it a better life for a bird or a man? Bortman does not have time for questions such as these. Bortman answers, neither, when there are pigs on the loose. Interesting. An Angry Birds motif going. And then some tips here from Rscar. If you're having trouble with difficulty, P will toggle invincibility mode. Thank you so much for playing. Thank you for creating the game. Okay. Falling through the world bug. Try one of the standalones. We will do so. Alright, let's unzip this.
The artwork looks really good so far from the screenshots alone.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to this.
So this was the solo? Was this solo? Or?
It seems like it. Let's scroll up. Yeah, it looks solo to me because you can tell from the ratings it doesn't say jam.
Yeah, compo. Huh?
Yeah.
Always impressive. Here we go, Bortman.
I've only tried compo twice myself, so I'm always impressed to see somebody being able to pull that off.
Yeah.
1024 by 768. I think it could be larger.
Yeah. What do you suggest?
1280 by 720.
All right. And should we do windowed? Is that preferred?
I don't think so.
All right. Here we go. Okay. So A and D to move. You can shoot arrows by clicking. And the arrows have
Move to the next side.
really satisfying sound effects. I don't really need any backseat driving from anybody else in the room. I will play the game in the way that I prefer. Thank you very much. Act 0, bird person lives. Space to jump. Right click to shapeshift. Ooh. Alright. Interesting. So jump. Cool. So right there, took me a second to figure out what to do after shapeshifting, but not too much trouble. Left click to shoot an arrow. Here we go. Oh, not a archer extraordinaire. Welcome to the jungle. Oh, that enemy perceived me through the wall there. Must have heard me coming. Oh yeah! I've been trying to get people to play more Towerfall with me. And this is how it goes when I play Towerfall.
You did not save the kingdom from a pig boss? That's what always happens?
That's alright, because I like to do some archery. Let's just bird our way through this. See how that goes. Ooh, not so good. Alright.
You gotta fly higher.
Gotta fly higher. Oh, that would be the backseat player that I was asking to just let me enjoy a game. He does not comply. Oh man, it's like P-Wing.
There's almost like Undertale right here.
This is like Super Mario Brothers 3, Taro.
How's it like Undertale?
You don't have to kill anyone.
He's got you there. It's not like Undertale.
It's just like Dark Souls.
The characters from Journey do not look like the sages from Ocarina of Time in any way.
No one's gonna
Right, Anthony?
understand that unless
Uh-oh,
they...
sorry. Inside reference. You should listen to the Tech Valley Game Space Game Club podcast, and then you'll get all my cool references. Oh, yeah! This is super fun. Oh, I enjoy this. Oh, even though I'm terrible at it. That's okay. Oh, skills. Man, that is satisfying. I must say. I never knew that I needed to be a bird archer until now. Okay.
Rscar replies, you have to kill people, haha.
Haha, Gotcha.
Psych.
Remember that song we used to sing in music class about the sparrow? Who shot the sparrow?
Nobody's gonna get that.
They may have learned it in music as well.
I don't get it.
If they even teach
I don't remember what you're
anymore.
talking about. Yeah. Kids these days don't learn about that stuff.
It's not their fault. It's because the so-called adults cut.
They cut all the school budgets.
Don't interrupt me.
Oh. Sorry. Was I backseat talking you? Was I telling you what you should say? It's frustrating, isn't it?
Hello, everyone. This is Let's Play Backseat Driving.
Yeah. It's the Jamie and Anthony show. Sorry, Dream Logician and Bright Star.
Oh,
yes.
skills.
Alright, well, I don't know how many levels of this there are, but it's going to take me a really long time to get through them if I keep going at this pace.
Don't worry, we've been doing just as well with pretty much every other game.
Do they respawn? Okay, maybe not. I just missed.
Oh, man.
A settlement needs your help. I'm off to save the day. Wow. Not quite. Woo! Take that, you dumb pig! Ha ha ha! This game's
know,
the best.
It might be interesting to...
Oh. I better not go back to stage 1.
I love how...
Oh, what? Act 1. That
love-
makes me very sad.
Yeah, I love how, like, the character, when they just get shot, they're just like, oh, we'll just take it. No blood, no nothing, it's just, we'll just take it.
Ugh. I have to say the control scheme is breaking my brain a little bit. I'm sure with a little more practice it'll be fine, but the combination of WASD with space to flap, right click to change forms, and left click to shoot. I don't know what it is about it.
That's pretty standard control.
Yeah, it's all
PC
standard
PC
procedure for
games.
bird archer games.
PC games.
That's how they all work.
I was almost compelled to say, like, it would be interesting if the bird can drop bombs like things, so any sort of direct downward movement, because obviously it seems a little strange to me
Yeah.
that you had to switch back to a human to shoot arrows alone. And I feel like the bird form itself could have a form of attack that would make logical in-universe sense.
I'll tell you what I would like is just if left click also flapped in the bird form, because left click doesn't do anything for the bird. But then when I switch to human form, I have to use left click. For some reason mentally, like, that's what I'm wanting to do, because I'm already left clicking a lot as the archer, and then having to switch back to space is like to flap. Seems like there could be multiple options there, or maybe just some configurable controls for doofuses like me who don't know about those standard PC controls.
That's fair.
Yay! I've been deemed fair by the arbiter of fairness, Bright Star. That's just my little friendly nickname for Bright Star.
When did it start?
Oh, it probably started one of the last times that we streamed the entire games, when this exact same thing happened the whole time. Oh! Multiple hits.
Oh, it's getting heated now.
Okay. See, I'm tempted to say I'm getting the hang of it, but that's exactly when I'm going to take an arrow right to the beak.
Right in the noggin.
See, like right there, I completely blanked on how to change to a bird. Yeah, so I was trying to do a cool changeover. Slowly descend. Oh, okay. Ooh.
Well
Nice. Bring out your dead. Oh, see. Right away, I gotta quickly remember the controls. Like, oh no. This is bad news.
You guys are all super users, right?
Yes.
Yes.
We're Tech Valley Game Spacers. That's what we are. Hyper users. Man, this is super fun. I have really no other complaints about this game aside from that one minor control tweak that I think would be cool. Everything's awesome.
Oh.
Oh, no, come on.
No.
It's doing so well. I got pinned down. It's like once I got hit by a fireball, I think I was dead, but my character didn't visually look different. There was a bit of loss. I was still trying to jump out of there. So we're back to level 1. So this would be the time that I'd be very tempted to stop. I really don't like being reset back to the beginning.
No.
Like, I would love to be able to continue from Act 3. It's like Dark Souls.
No, it's not.
This game is so punishing.
Stop,
make
don't
one more-
compare everything to Dark Souls.
Everything's just like Dark Souls and Call of Duty, right, Anthony?
I don't like when people say that a lot. They compare. If something's hard, they go, "Oh, this is Dark Souls."
This
It's
is
a hard series of games.
You want to know something?
No, not especially.
This is like
but
Mega
why don't you go ahead
Man.
and enlighten me anyway? I do. I changed my mind. I want to know something. For once. Ugh.
yeah.
Bright Star. What were you gonna say?
Oh yeah, I bet you're just dying to know.
I'm dying for something to distract me from the fact that I'm doing this first act yet again, which is frustrating. Oh, hey.
You don't have to do it.
You're right. I don't have to do it, and you know what? I'm not going to. I'm done. Well, I love it. Any other time when I don't have other people around watching me, I'd like to get better at it, but it's kind of stressing me out right now to replay the same levels again and fail. So, thank you, Rscar, for submitting your game. We'll give you ratings and feedback now. Is it just me, or are we chatting this over, or how do you prefer to do it when we have multiple people?
I have a Google Docs that I can send you a link to, and we'll synchronize what the score will look like. Does that sound good?
I don't really know exactly what you mean by that. So I'm just going to talk about my impressions.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just give the rating on there, and what I'll do is I'll copy it over to a Google Doc that I'll send you a link to.
Lovely. Okay, so I'm gonna start. I end with overall, as I think we usually do with these. So, innovation. I'm like a real jerk with this category. Generally, I tend to give lower ratings than other people here on innovation. I think it's neat to be able to switch between the form of the bird and the form of the human. It's fun to get a little joust style flapping around with a little platforming. It's a fun mix of stuff that's, you know, fairly well trod territory, I guess. So yeah, the combination was fun, and the particular way that you blended the abilities along with the enemy types was fun, but I don't know if that really equates to like a lot of innovation for me. I will give it a 2, which is my average for innovation. Fun. It was tons of fun until it was super frustrating. So, you know, if I had just been able to master the controls a little quicker or have a few different options for it to be a little bit more the intuitive way that my brain wanted it to be for some reason, and if I didn't have to replay the levels that I'd already beaten, which is generally not fun for me ever, then it would have been a 5. As it stands, it was still super fun, so I'll give it a 4. Theme, it was a fine use of the theme. I think that it was a clever use of the theme in the sense that the abilities of the two different forms that I was shapeshifting between like complemented each other really well, and I think it was just a really smart choice in that regard. It wasn't like a use of the theme. I always like a 5-star use of the theme to me would be one that I feel like I wouldn't be like a quite so obvious of a approach to it, like a slightly, I guess, a slightly more unexpected approach to shapeshift would probably be higher marks for me, but I think it was fine use of the theme. I'll give you a 3. Graphics, they look great to me. This is where you get higher than average marks in this category.
Yeah, it genuinely looks really good.
Yeah, look great. 5 stars. Audio. Sound effects were satisfying, if a bit sparse. There were only a couple of them that I recall, but they sounded like I would expect, so that was fine. No music that I am remembering. Give you a middle of the road, I guess. Humor, I don't know. I think I would probably not rate you in this. I guess, there were some little references to, not little, just references to Monty Python and stuff like that. That was funny, I guess. I'll give you a 3 for it. You know what? I'll give you a 2. How about that? Upgraded to a 3 since Brightstar shook his head at me. He's a backseat raider as well.
I was just such a jerk. You're just such a jerk.
We're the oldest and dearest of friends. And as some of you might know, you hate your oldest and dearest friends with a burning passion, as we hate each other. And for mood, I'm in a terrible mood now, thanks to Brightstar. So I'm going to give your game 1 star for mood, because I'm a jerk. The mood that you created with the game, it was, I don't know, it wasn't leaving a big impression on me, to be honest. Like, it was the feeling of flying around and sniping the pigs was exhilarating, so in that sense it was a cool mood. Everything else was just sort of like inoffensive, I guess. It's like it looked good, and got shoot some pig enemies. Feels like a video game to me. So 3 stars for mood. Thankfully, Brightstar has now left the room. Whew. What a relief. So overall, although I know I rated you kind of middle of the road in a lot of the categories, it was really fun. And so overall, I really enjoyed it with just a couple more tweaks. I would say it's a 5-star entry for me. It adds up to a lot, Everything was either really good or, just fine. So that's 4 stars for me. Thanks, Rscar.
Yeah, thanks a lot.